is Dredge. Little hook pass, and it goes back to Dredge. He's got the first down left side into Maher territory. Dredge on the left side. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, heading towards the pylon. Did he get in? Yes, he did. He caught in the backfield, and he is ripped down back at the 45-yard.
Draw him off sides, but he takes the snap. And wrapped up quickly, Caden James.
Look at that.
That's going to be changed, but James breaks through the line, and he knocks the man down. James in a foot race. He's heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
What a run.
And a 35-yard run for Caden James. And it will be an onside kick. Picked up. Jack Phillips breaks a few tackles. Jack Phillips on the right side. Jack Phillips taking it to the house. And he scores! Jack Phillips!
Oh my.
And that's just about your ball game.
There it is.
Looking for Colin West, and it's caught. West, touchdown, Red Hawks. Here's a good little trick play. Dredge takes it to the far side. Dredge turns the corner, and he's in for the touchdown. The throw. James to the near side of the field looking for Ben Karen, and it's caught. Touchdown, my goodness, what a play. An absolute dive from Caden James. Are you not entertained? He's taking it on the near side. Ben Karen past midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. 5, 10. Oh my goodness, Ben Karen takes it to the house. Max Hunter can't believe it. No one can believe it.
Live from the Lundgren Honda broadcast booth here, Frontier Regional in South Deerfield. It's another season of high school football on Bear Country 95.3. And we lift the curtain for 2025 with a matchup between the Athol Bears and the Frontier Red Hawks. Hi again, everyone. Jeff Terrell joined once again for season number 35 as broadcast partners Sean Hubert and Dave Reno is our studio producer. And Sean, we lift the curtain on the season with a couple of teams looking to hopefully do some damage in 2025. In the terms of the Athol Bears, they did some damage last year. 7 victories, a couple of wins against their rivals Maher, but they graduated a lot of young men from last year's team, and especially in these skill positions. And the Frontier Red Hawks, perhaps underachievement was the word that may best describe their actions over the last couple of years. But they bring back a lot of talent from 2024.
Yeah, almost the opposite there, as you just mentioned. But let's go back a couple of years ago for the Athol Bears when that team went 3-7 in the 22-23 season. And I believe it was either week 1 or week 2. We were at Franklin Tech. They finished that game with 10 kids on the field, 10 healthy bodies that could play. And we were concerned for the program itself. We're like, wow, they couldn't even get through that game. And it was an early season game.
Yes.
And they were able not only to do that, but then to persevere. You've got to give these kids and these coaches an awful lot of credit for what they bounced back with a 7-4 record. They made the Division 8 playoffs. That was a game up at Hoosick. They were playing an undefeated Hoosick team. Now, they ended up losing that game in the playoffs 34-18. We had that game. If it were not for about a half a dozen bad mistakes, we felt like the Bears actually had outplayed them that game. Probably could have got that win.
Yeah, they were right with those guys at that time. So, yeah, no question about it. Coach Josh Talbot and his staff, they are definitely on a roll here. But the thing is, they kind of got cleaned out in terms of the skill position. So, you know, the Sawyer Lefsicks and the Aiden Melansons and all those guys, they're gone now. But as we were talking off the air, there was a time when Aiden Melanson had no high school football resume. Sawyer Lefsick was unknown to everybody except in that locker room. Those guys became stars. They had to start somewhere. They were a nobody until they were a somebody.
Yeah, and again, Melanson setting all kinds of school passing records. Sawyer Lefsick, one of our favorite backs to watch. He was fast, but he was tough, and you wanted that guy in your backfield all day long. And yeah, 2 of the other guys to mention, Logan McGrath, Aaron Ouellette, Dominic Pope, Raiden Sousa, all those guys had tremendous years for the Bears.
Hayden Barrio had injury problems his last couple of years, but he was able to sneak into some games late in his career, and we always enjoyed watching him play football and basketball as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, we kind of got robbed of being able to see him at his best his senior year because of that, but he was out there when he could be and gave all the effort that he had. But, yeah, moving on to now and where we are and taking a look at what the Bears have got. Well, you've got a starting quarterback who is a senior in Oliver Johnson, who is actually a quarterback as a sophomore, the third-string quarterback. So he's got some experience. Took his junior year, went and played some golf instead. But he's got some experience at the quarterback position, so not completely new there. But, yeah, a couple other kids out of the backfield. Logan Lashua, we're looking at Liam Flynn, freshman and sophomore, those two guys. And Matthew Gold, Nick LaPlanque, they've got some players back that certainly can play some football for you. And Ethan Goodwin, funny enough, he had 4 receptions last year, and all 4 of those were touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, again, it's not that they're completely depleted, but they're going to be young at a bunch of positions.
4 catches, 4 scores. How's that for a return on investment?
Yeah, pretty good.
Connor James, just a sophomore, did play quite a bit, Sean, as a freshman last year. He takes over at quarterback. Of course, a couple of years ago was Garrett Dredge. Garrett did take a couple of snaps last year. They had Connor James, who was Connor James' older brother, actually, ended up taking a lot of snaps at quarterback last year. They kind of mixed it up right now. So at least to start the season, the youngster, the sophomore, Connor James, will be in there. But Garrett Dredge, that's a name for the last several years. A couple of Dredge boys have come through the program. Senior year now, and a captain. Garrett Dredge is back yet again.
Yeah, and again, I guess the good news for the Red Hawks is the guys, they only lost 4 seniors last year. You just mentioned Caden James, and he was a huge part of that team. Colin West, Ben Karen, and Javion Cabrera. So all 4 solid starters for this team gone. But when you take a look at this roster now, I just counted up 10 seniors on this group and a total of 29 kids on the roster. So it's a healthy group they've got out there. And we'll have to see now with guys like Julian Adams and Jack Phillips what they can do. But, yeah, Jacoby Merrill out of the backfield. We'll see Brady Pareda and, of course, Garrett Dredge, not at the quarterback spot, as you just mentioned, but out of the backfield.
We will take a timeout here. We'll come back, get you set for the opening kickoff. The Athol Bears and the Frontier Red Hawks. Opening night in South Deerfield. We're back after these on Bear Country 95.3. Athol and the visiting white uniforms, white helmets with red, and Frontier in the home red, white, and navy blue. Brady Pareda from the 16-yard line, right up the middle, across the 20, across the 25, bounces to the outside, and then is taken down just outside the 30-yard line. He's down around the 32 or so. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks from there. They'll be moving from our right to our left, so that's from the north to the south. That's towards the scoreboard side of the football field here at Frontier Regional. 4 12-minute quarters. And here come the Red Hawks onto the field under their sophomore quarterback, Connor James, number 9. Garrett Dredge, by the way, ordinarily wears number 2, but he's wearing number 1 today. His number 2 jersey is
in the laundry or something.
Back at his house.
Yeah.
Pitch comes to Brady Pareda. Up the middle, now to the outside. Has the first down, turns on the Jets, takes it into Athol territory. Down inside the 45-yard line, found a seam, found some space, and he knew what to do with it.
Let's see where they end up spotting that ball. Looks like they're going to go right about the 44-yard line. So from the 32-18 and another 22-yard rip on the first play of the game here for the Red Hawks.
Brings it down to the 43-yard line. First down and 10. First down of the game for the Red Hawks. Now they'll go shotgun. Low snap, James picks it up. He's going to spin away from the containment, but they come blasting through, and they bring him right down. Jalen Correa, the junior, wraps him up and brings him down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, timing off on that snap. James had to go low to his left to scoop that thing, and then by the time he got it, the Bears in the backfield going to lose a yard there.
That'll bring about 2nd down and 11. 10 minutes, 42 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Just underway on opening night. Only one other game involving local teams, and that's the Maher Senators at home tonight against Monument Mountain Regional. Pitch goes to Pareda. He'll try the left side. Gets a nice block on the edge. Into the secondary, still going. Inside the 25-yard line. Down to the 20-yard line. That's 2 long runs for Pareda.
Yeah, 22 and 24 yards right off the bat. And that was just foot speed. Got to the outside, found the lane, and then The Bears are chasing them down from the backside. So, yeah, 46 yards on 2 carries here early for Pareda.
And the ball now spotted at the Bears' 20-yard line. That's now 2 first downs.
On 3 plays.
Short drive so far. Garrett Dredge comes in motion. Fake handoff up the middle. And it'll be James up the middle with a nice gain. Brings it inside the 10-yard line. And that'll be first down and goal for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, he ended up losing a yard on that. First time he touched the ball on the low snap, but he picks up 11 on that. So a couple carries now for Connor James. He's got 10 yards, and it's going to be first and goal here for the Hawks.
Our first red zone opportunity for the night. They bring Julian Adams in at fullback right now, big number 99. James calling the signals, long snap count. Pitch goes to Garrett Dredge. Not a lot there. He's a strong kid, moves the pile forward, and ultimately maybe got a short gain, maybe.
They're going to mark him back a yard.
Yeah, they are going to mark him back, actually. He got met as soon as he got the ball there, Sean.
Yeah, nice job by the Bears clogging up the middle. Ended up blasting them back. So, yeah, first carry for Dredge. Going to lose a yard there. It's going to be second and goal.
And they're going to spot the ball right around the Athol 7-yard line. Second down and goal from there. James under center calling the signals. And the pitch goes on the outside to Dredge, going towards the corner, trying to duck in, and he does. Touchdown, Frontier. And the Red Hawks have their first score of 2025.
Yeah, a little tentative on defense. The Bears there, and Dredge knew exactly where he wanted to get to as he took that pitch, went around the right side, and plenty of room. Actually blew the helmet off of a defender trying to make the tackle as he crossed the goal line, but 8:40 to play here in the first quarter. First drive of the game. The Red Hawks are on the board.
And we'll see what the Red Hawks do here on the conversion. Guesses they will go for the 2, and they will. They bring it up double slots, and Adams is the fullback, Julian Adams. And back to pass is James, and zips one in there, threw it behind the receiver, but going back, making the catch was, it looks like that was Jackson Spirits, number 6, and the 2-point conversion is good. We'll take a timeout. 8:40 to play here in the first quarter. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. It's Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Bear Country 95.3. Frontier 8, Athol nothing. 6-play, 68-yard drive. Ending with that touchdown run by Garrett Dredge. Here comes the kick. Taken at the 10-yard line. Moving to the left. And it's Liam Flynn, who is one of the starting halfbacks. Just a sophomore. And he brought it over the left side, and he's brought down right around the 30-yard line. That's where Athol will set it up. First down and 10 from there.
Yeah, right at the 30. So decent starting position for these young Bears. That had to feel good for the Hawks. They got shut out 4 times last season, and to come out and put together a drive like that right off the bat, that's got to feel good for them.
Oliver Johnson is the starting quarterback. He is a senior. Coming to the near side right is Ethan Goodwin. Also out there is number 22, Bobby Sprague. And go shotgun formation. Flynn stands to the left of the quarterback Johnson. Johnson will take it himself. Quarterback draw. Nice run to left side. First down carry across the 45-yard line right up near midfield, and a 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Yeah, that's going to be a rip of about 18 yards. Let's see where they end up spotting that ball, but that's got to feel good for the senior Johnson. Hadn't played ball last year. 18.
Oliver Johnson took it from the 30 to the 48. 18-yard gain on their opening play of their first drive. 8-0 Frontier. Sprague comes to the near side right. Goodwin's over there as well. Also joining them is Aiden Lashua. So 3 receivers to the near side right. Shotgun formation. Now they're going to go to Flynn. He is caught in the backfield. Oh, he put that ball out there and somehow, some way did not have it poked away, but it's brought down for a big loss.
almost like he was reaching forward at the goal line trying to get it across the plane, but he was actually in the backfield when he tried that. He's going to lose, it looks like 3 yards, yeah.
Flynn's first carry brings the ball back to the 46-yard line or so.
Just a sophomore, first time starting in the backfield.
Third play of the drive here for the Bears, and they go shotgun formation. Running backs to either side of Oliver Johnson. Looks over the Frontier D, takes a snap, short drop, throws left side. That is caught on the left flat. And the receiver trying to get away, but Frontier was able to really pursue very well. It was to Liam Flynn, but only a gain. He gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, nice job getting himself free out of the backfield. Had to come back to the ball just a little bit, but by that time the Red Hawks all over him. So yeah, not quite back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 here.
From the Athol 47-yard line, Bears are moving left to right here in the first quarter. 2 receivers make that 3 receivers come to the near side right. Setting up in the slot is Liam Flynn. Johnson, the quarterback. And this play is going to be whistled dead on the snap. And we have our first flag of 2025.
Yeah, first penalty, and that is...
It's going to go against Frontier, looks like.
I thought that was going to be against the Bears, but yeah, we're hearing it's going to go against the Hawks. So yeah, going to give them 5 yards. First penalty of the game.
So that will take the ball into Red Hawk territory and take it from 3rd and 11 to 3rd and 6 from the Frontier 47-yard line.
Now again, young backfield for the Bears, and they're really high on this quarterback. Johnson coming back again, played as a sophomore, played golf as a junior. Now he's back at quarterback. He can run, but he can throw as well.
5:55 to play here in the first quarter. Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Out of the gun, Johnson with Lashua to his left. 3 receivers near side right. Johnson fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself, and he has close to first down yardage. The initial spot says he has it, and he does.
Yeah, I was going to give it to him right there. Nice job by Johnson. Fakes the inside handoff. Drew the linebacker's eye over there, and then he had a big gap over the left side, and certainly enough for the first down.
Couple of first downs on this drive. Ball now spotted at the Red Hawk 41-yard line.
Johnson, 2 carries, 25 yards for him.
He's got decent speed and he's got decent size.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's a pretty strong kid, actually.
Yeah, it looks like a good hybrid quarterback. They say he's got a good arm as well. We'll see. Only through that one pass, that little 2-yarder there so far.
Looks at his play chart on his right wrist. Johnson wears the number 1, and the tight end on the near side right jump. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Bears.
Yeah, that's a easy call there. Just got a little bit too excited. And as the fans here are telling him, you can't do that.
That's a basketball.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a basketball
it's
taunt.
not so much a football thing, is it?
Yeah, usually when you're called for traveling or something, and you can't do that.
Well, you can't do that either. I mean, either way.
Well, you can, but you're going to see a little yellow flag on the field.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
Each team has been penalized once. First down and 15. And back at the 47-yard line. Quarterback draw. It's Johnson again. This time they bottle him up, but again, using good foot speed and strength, makes a gain out of it. It was Jack Phillips who, when he went down the injury, when he plays, Frontiers is a much better football team, and when he was out due to injury earlier in his career, they missed him badly.
Yeah, absolutely. And Johnson right there, too, as you mentioned, the speed and strength, but couple of yards moving forward while he was being tackled. So a nice job there even at the end of that run. Picked up about 4 yards.
And it'll be 2nd down and about 11. 7th play of the drive. Johnson back to pass. Heavy rush. He's in big trouble. Dumps it off, and it falls incomplete. The nearest receiver was Liam Flynn, but that was a good job of just avoiding what would have been about a 15-yard sack.
Yeah, that was a great job. He had a defender that had a hand and arm up around the shoulder pads. Kind of was able to shirk that just long enough to be able to dump it, and he dumped it into an area where he had a guy out of the backfield, so no intentional grounding there.
So the incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Frontier scored in 6 plays on their opening drive. They went right down the field, 68 yards. And the 7-yard run by Dredge capped it off. All right, big play here for the Bears offense. 3rd down and 11. Straight drop by Johnson with time. Deep ball left side, and it's intercepted. The receiver had stopped, and just laying back there and making the pick was the Frontier DB.
Yeah, you know, you could see he was looking at his receiver in full stride when he threw that ball. Overthrew it, but the receiver certainly slowed down on his way, thinking he'd settle in right there and be wide open, and would have been, but quarterback read the receiver, threw it over his head, and yeah, linebacker right there.
Spearance on the pick. Jackson picked it off right there at the 20-yard line, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Frontier. They lead by a score of 8-0. 3:39 to play here in the first quarter.
I liked the idea. I liked them trying to go deep there. It was 3rd and long. Just not able to execute on that one.
In essence, almost like a punch on. I mean, obviously you want to convert, but
flipping the field for sure.
1st down and 10 for the Hawks as the sun has made its final descent. Inside give. Looked like actually he took it himself. Yeah, the quarterback, Connor James, took it himself. A gain of about 2 to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, had a couple carries for 10 yards on that first drive. So 3 carries, 12 yards now for Connor James.
2nd down and 8 as we come down to the 3-minute mark. Frontier's opening drive resulted in a Dredge 7-yard touchdown run, and then James to Spearance on the conversion. That's where we stand now, 8-0. Athol did get a couple of first downs before the INT. Out of the shotgun formation. Handoff will go. No, they
reverse.
fake it. It's Brady Parade on the reverse, and he's got some real estate. He's got the first down inside the 50, down inside the 45 of Athol. A flag, though, behind the play. This may be coming back.
Yeah, that would be a shame for the Red Hawk offense if that is against them. Pareda had 2 carries for 46 yards on that first drive, and boy, he'd have a bunch more, but it looks like that is coming back.
Holding against the Red Hawks. It was that edge blocker who helped spring Brady Pareda, and he got caught. Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, big one there. Each team had been penalized just once for 5 yards before that.
It happened right at the 33-yard line, so they'll mark it back to the 23-yard line. And coming off the field or coming onto the field, I should say, is number 99, Julian Adams, at fullback.
Yeah, I haven't seen him carry the ball yet, but big body to block with there.
All right, we will see if Red Hawks can come back after that mistake there. Pitch, right side goes to Dredge. Garrett turns the corner. He's got the first down and then accelerates along the right sideline. Brings it all the way up around the 42, 43-yard line, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, that's going to be a 19-yard carry for Garrett, and so decisive when he took that pitch, knew exactly where he wanted to get to. Just a step quicker than the Bears defense could try to get to him, and yeah, all the way out to the 41-yard line, looks like, in the market.
1st down and 10 for Frontier. As we come down to the 2-minute mark here in the quarter, Frontier leading by a score of 8-0. Mahar at home tonight against Monument. These teams both will be off next week. We'll have Greenfield Chicopee next week over at Vetsfield. Goes to Pareda. He'll try the left side. Not a lot there. Cuts back towards the right. Finds a seam. Brady Pareda brings it up to the 48-yard line. Nice gain of about 6 or 7 there.
Yeah, and on a play that didn't really look like it was going to get that many yards, but Nice job kind of skittering in and out of some tackles, and he's over 50 yards already in the game. 3 carries, 53 yards for Pareda.
All right, so there's a number 10 for Frontier that's not on our roster that we just got yesterday. That might, is that potentially that new player
We will have to ask.
that we had talked about? We'll find out. Second down and short. Second down, and we'll call it 3. Exactly 1 minute to play in the quarter. 8-zip Frontier. Connor James, long snap count. He has it. Handoff and socked immediately.
Nick
Dredge
LeBlanc.
took the handoff, and LeBlanc was right in his grill, and now it's 3rd and longer.
He is one of the bigger guys on that defensive line, and he just burst through. They're going to mark him forward, but he blasted him back almost all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he just shot through that gap untouched, and as soon as Dredge got his mitts on it,
Only going to be a loss of 2, but
he had the big guy. Yeah, his forward momentum. But, yeah, Nick LeBlanc, senior lineman. Again, he's no beginner. He's been out there for a few years now.
Yeah, we mentioned him at the top of the show as being one of those guys.
3rd down and 6. Pareda comes in motion. Up the middle, not a lot there. Only a gain of a yard or 2. It'll be 4th down, and now we'll see what head coach Dredge would like to do here.
Yeah, Pareda never really did go down, but only gained a yard before he got pushed back.
That is the end of the first quarter, and our score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. It's Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Second quarter action next. Bear Country 95.3.
I'd like to take a minute to welcome Bear Country Radio, Jeff Terrell and Sean Huber, starting their 35th year of covering high school athletics. Thank you guys for all you guys do for high
The
school
crowd is
athletics.
cheering for someone.
He
Who are they cheering
He
for?
failed to mention this is our 35th season, but this is his 30th season. So
Yeah, 30th season. He got a call the day of a game at Greenfield. Frontiers, they weren't playing at this field yet.
Phelps
Vets
called him,
Field
I
was
think,
their
right?
home.
Was it Phelps?
Yeah, got a call. Can you come fill in for PA at GHS? He said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And 30 years later, still doing it.
Right behind us.
4th down. Oh, a gift here for Frontier, we think, as the defensive man came across the line. It was 4th and 4.
Yeah, Dredge had started
Yeah,
moving in the back of the formation across, and
that's what drew him over.
Yeah.
But Dredge was allowed to do that. The defensive lineman was not. He jumped and he knew it. He slapped his own helmet.
Yeah.
And that's a gift. That's a first down via the penalty. First down and 10 now for Frontier at the Athol 48-yard line.
Yeah, saw the motion. That was Dredge coming across the back of the formation from right to left and caused him to jump.
Coming in motion is Dredge. Handoff, though, goes right up the middle. And we'll see what that ball carrier was.
That was Jacoby Merrill, number 10.
Kobe Merrill, new player. And Merrill brings it for a first down. He'll come off now. They've been rotating him in with Julian Adams, again, who's a defensive end on defense, but plays running back, fullback on offense.
Yeah, first carry there for Merrill. Gets him 11 yards and another first down for the Hawks.
38-yard line for Frontier, leading 8-0 here, early second quarter. Beautiful night for football here in South Deerfield. Out of the gun, Pareda will come in motion. Low snap, picked up by James. He's in big trouble. Connor's going to get dropped for a big loss back outside the 40.
That was Seth Mangeria. Got back there quickly, able to get the arm up around the shoulder pads, get a hold of him. He tried to rip away, but Mangeria with some strength there ripped him to the ground.
And Adams comes off, and that'll get Merrill back in there. So those are the guys. It looks like those are the guys that are bringing in the plays. They are. Merrill's going to go to the quarterback here. Connor James deliver the play call.
Well, Coach Dredge had said out loud, you know, they know what we're going to do. We're going to come out and run the ball. Now, anytime a coach says that, you got to wonder. You know, you think, I don't know, you're going to tell me you're going to come out and run the ball, but they haven't attempted a pass yet.
Is it a setup?
Right.
Coming in motion is Pareda. Penalty flags are down. They'll whistle the play dead. This will go against the Hawks, and I can see Connor James, the young corner. Oh, there's offsides actually against Athol, but Connor James kind of came out of that. He was frustrated because the plays aren't being run to his liking. Showing some leadership. I mean, he's a young player. He's only a sophomore. He did play a lot, as we mentioned, as a freshman last year.
Yeah, sure did for a freshman. That's the third penalty against the Bears for 15 yards.
So that'll bring about second down and 8. And the ball now back to around the 36-yard line of Athol. Bears looking to shoot the gap again. Ball is out, but it is picked up by the Frontier player. And that is Merrill. It gets dropped for a loss back to the 38. And now Frontier's going to call a timeout because it is not going well for the Hawks right now. We'll take a break. 10:17 to play here in the first half. And on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Bear Country 95.3. Coming through on the sweep, it's Pareda caught in the backfield. Athol's defense really showing up right now. Oliver Johnson was the first man to meet him.
They brought 7 guys. They had a couple of guys blitzing right up the middle. They jumped and set back, and then they came right at the snap. And, yeah, that's going to be a loss of 3. So the Red Hawks, as good as their first drive was, this one a little disjointed, a little sloppy, and now they're in a 4th and long situation.
Yeah, all the way back to the 42-yard line. And the first down marker down at the 29. We'll call it 4th and about 13 here.
I almost feel like the Bears were a little flat-footed coming out on that first drive. Frontier just kind of ran by them in every direction, but not the case here.
Well, Josh Talbot.
Good coach.
We knew that he'd have his guys ready to play. They may be overmatched a few times this year, but they'll be ready to play. 4th down, back to pass is James. Is going to throw deep left side, and a diving attempt by Jackson Spearance could not come up with it. And they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, double covered. Nice job by the Bears, but he had an opportunity. He was outstretched, and I'm not so sure that ball didn't hit him off one of his hands as he was diving to make that catch. Would have been a tremendous catch if he came up with it. Instead, it's going to be the first incomplete pass. First pass thrown by James, and now it's going to be Athol ball.
9 minutes and 11 seconds left to play here in the first half. And it is Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Athol did have a good drive going in the first quarter before he ended up throwing it downfield and getting picked off. Now they'll take over in good field position at their own 43. But flag on the first play. That'll be a false start called against the Bears, so that'll make it first down and 15.
Yeah, just a little bit too excited on that first down play. And I'll march them back 5. Again, young team for the Bears this season. 4 penalties here so far in the first half against them.
Line of scrimmage will be the 37-yard line. Bears moving right to left. Waiting for the train to go by, Sean. Well, one went by earlier, pregame. Yeah. And I'm talking about the fast train, the Amtrak.
Yeah, you can hear it coming.
Goes by in a blur. I want one more tonight.
Sure.
They will go shotgun. Johnson with Flynn to his left. It'll go to Flynn up the middle. Oh, he got popped by Pareda. He did get a gain, but Brady Pareda came up and laid a shoulder on him. And Liam Flynn, it was Phillips actually. Okay, beg your pardon. 71, not 7.
Well, that was a nice job there by Flynn holding on to that football. As you said, he got whacked. And they're going to say no gain. Put him right back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think they did give him one.
Did he give me yard?
Because it was 1st and 15. Now it's 2nd and 14.
There we go. All
we'll
right.
give him one.
All right, we'll give him one. First carry, he was -3, so give him one back.
A painful 1 yard, by the way. Now pistol formation. Goodwin comes in motion. Pitch on the right side. Nowhere to go for Camden Cox, the sophomore.
Took the man in motion, brought him in that direction to help with the blocking, but not enough help there as the Red Hawks read that play, and that's going to be a big loss on the first carry by Cox.
Back to around the 32-yard line or so. So that'll bring about 3rd down and about 21 here. 7:45 to play here, first half. Only one score in the game. It was Frontier's first drive, went right down the field. Capped off by that touchdown run by Garrett Dredge. And the conversion pass from Connor James to Jackson Spirits.
Yeah, very impressive opening drive. Pareda had 3 carries, 46 yards in that drive. He's now got 4 carries for 54.
And now we have a timeout called by Athol. We'll take a break. 7:18 to play here in the half. And again, on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Frontier 8, Athol nothing. Back after these. Yeah, we're back on the Lundgren Honda broadcast booth, and remember, once we're done here tonight with the game, on our post-game show, we'll reveal the Bear Country High School Football Player of the Game, which is brought to you by Greenfield Savings Bank, attorney Leah Phillips, and Regary Real Estate. But we have a ways to go before we figure that out. I just thought I'd let you all know that we will have a Player of the Game each week, as always. Sean and I will try to come to consensus.
Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not.
3 receivers to the near side left. No running back with Oliver Johnson. 3rd and 22 from the 32. Straight drop, setting up, throwing over the middle, and it is caught for a first down. It is caught by Ethan Goodwin. Laid it right there, Sean.
You go, but protection up front, that was the key. Gave him plenty of time. Took a big drop. No pressure really before he released that ball. We talked about Goodwin at the top of the show. 4 catches last season for him. All 4 touchdowns. This is his first non-touchdown catch in 2 seasons, but it's a big first down for sure. Is that from the 32?
From the 32 down to the 43-yard line. So 18 and then
25.
7. Yeah, 25-yard gain. First down and 10 Bears. They'll go shotgun again, but this time running backs to either side. Quarterback draw. Johnson up the middle, bounces to the right, and then gets stood up and driven back after just a short gain. And it'll be 2nd down and long.
Yeah, that'll be his 4th carry. And let's see what they give him. I guess they'll give him 2 on that. So 31 yards on the ground to go with those 27 yards through the air on that completed pass. Well, actually had a 2-yarder, so that was 2 for 3 passing now for Johnson.
Ball is at the 42-yard line of Frontier. 2nd down and 9. Frontier 8, Athol nothing.
That looked like Athol's offense from last year. Just had a bunch of guys with go routes. Everybody just hustling up the field.
Again, out of the gun. Johnson looking over the D. He'll take it himself on the left side. A little bit of a seam, but then it really closed up quickly. Merritt, among others, in there. And Connor James. Only a gain of a yard or so down to the 40. 3rd down and long coming up.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give him 2. But, yeah, that play certainly looked as though Johnson was going to be able to gain a couple more yards than that. Nice job by the Hawk defense.
40-yard line of Frontier. 3rd down and about 6 here. 2 receivers go to the far side right. Sprague, the lone back, he stands to the left of quarterback Oliver Johnson. Back to pass, swing pass out of the backfield. It is cut on the right side. First down, Goodwin takes off on the right side, still going. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. 40-yard touchdown pass. Oliver Johnson to Goodwin. It is 8-6.
That was a fantastic pass. He got that through the arms of two Red Hawks that were in the backfield, threaded the needle there, and after that, it was all Goodwin. 2 catches, 65 yards. He finds himself the end zone there. So now 4 of his 5 passes caught have been for touchdowns.
That was beautiful, Sean.
And great running after the catch.
Throw, I was going to say, the throw, again, just laying it in there through the arms of the defenders, and then the yards after the catch. So now we are a 2-point conversion away from a tie ball game here on opening night.
Bears will attempt a 2-point
Well, again, this was a very prolific offense over the last couple of seasons. They scored 310 points last year, second only to Franklin Tech's 346 in the league.
Johnson out of the gun. Sprague standing, Flynn rather, standing to his left. It's Johnson himself. He'll take it, lurching towards the goal line. He did not get there. And the 2-point conversion fails. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. 4:52 to play here in the first half on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Frontier 8, Athol 6 on Bear Country 95.3. Blank puts toe to pigskin. End over end kick. Pareda from the 20 across the 30, right side, 35, 40, gets a block. Up near midfield, still going. Brady Pareda hit from behind at the 43 of Athol, and the Red Hawks will begin their next drive with a short field.
Yeah, threw a stiff arm out there as well, which gained him an extra 15 or 20 yards after that. And
he's dangerous, man. He is
absolutely
really dangerous.
is. And that's how you answered the touchdown right there with a big return. And
I would try to just kick it away from him.
yeah, he caught it in stride too. You know, that's the thing is line drive kick hits him in the chest while he's still running forward to get it. Had a head of steam, could look upfield, find a spot, and he sure did.
One thing that a lot of high school teams do nowadays is rather than kick it away, they kind of squib it.
Yep.
And generally results in no return. But you pin a team down around their 35 or 40. Now they're beginning at the Bears 42-yard line, first down and 10. Pitch goes to Dredge, kind of a high one, but he pulls it down, sidesteps one tackler, and then gets dragged out of bounds at the Bears' 35-yard line, a gain of about 7 there.
Yeah, nice job by Dredge. That pitch was high. He was able to reach up with one hand, pull that thing in.
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, absolutely, with everything he had.
Well, they're going no huddle here, as we're plenty of time in that, but they're going to up the tempo here. But this play is going to be whistled dead.
There was a Bear trying to get off the field, so the Bears are going to take a timeout to avoid that penalty.
And with that, we will take a 30-second timeout. We're down to 4:14 to play here in the first half. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 8, Athol 6. Back after this. Second down and 3 for Frontier. Ball right around the 34-yard line of the Bears.
Second and 3 for the Hawks.
Under center this time.
Bear 35.
It's Connor James. Coming in motion is Dredge. And they fake the handoff, and it's going to go. And Connor James keeps it himself, brings it all the way down to the 15-yard line. No flag. I thought I saw a flag come out, but it did not. It's going to be first down and 10 down at the 15.
Yeah, and that was the fullback that just blew a opening there, Adams.
Again, they're going no huddle here. Connor James takes it, pitches it to Pareda. He'll try the left side, now cuts back to the right. Gets caught by Oliver Johnson and then waits for some help to finish him off. Brings it from the 15 to the 11, so we'll give him a gain of 4. Second down and 6. No huddle. Connor James pitches right side. Here's Dredge. Lowers the shoulder, gets it inside the 10-yard line. Got knocked out there by Liam Flynn, but stayed inbounds. It'll be third down and short here. And we'll see what Frontier does here. Again, they're moving really quickly in the red zone now. Connor James. Long snap count. Loses the football. It's out, but Frontier did jump on it. Boy, it was there. We almost saw Goodwin with a chance to pluck it right there. And now it's 4th down.
Yeah, another bad snap. We've seen a few of those from this offense. Going to lose a couple yards on that one.
And not going to use a time. You already know what play call they want here. 4th down. And it's going to go to Dredge.
Whoa.
And he's inside the 5. Let's see.
I don't know if he got there.
He needed to get a 1st down, and they are going to say that he got it. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st down and goal. But they were pretty quick to say that he got in.
Look close from here.
He did get the 1st down. So from the 4-yard line, 1st down and goal. They go right up the middle.
Julian Adams, ball carrier, tackled by a host of Bears.
And let's see, he got it to around the 2. It's a gain of 2. 2nd and goal from there.
First carry for Adams, the big fullback.
Let me give it to him again.
Yeah, you might.
Nope, this time it's going to go to Brady Pareda, but he's caught in the backfield, and a rare loss for Brady Pareda. He got pulled down, and he's brought back down around the 5-yard line for a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, Logan Lashua wrapping him up for the loss.
And we're down to 2 minutes to play in the half. Again, they're going no huddle. Fast break offense here. Pitch right side it goes, and Dredge gallops into the end zone for the touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. He scored from 7 yards. Now he scores from 5. It's 14-6 Redhawks.
Yeah, that's tough. They keep coming at you like that with that no-huddle offense. They can run in any different direction or hand it off, as we just saw to the big fullback. This time it's Dredge with the quickness. Misses a couple of tacklers there, finds himself in the end zone for the 2nd time in this game. They extend their lead now to 14-6.
Merritt in for Adams here. 2-point conversion attempt here. Connor James takes the snap. The pitch goes to Dredge. Moving the pile forward, a delayed call, and they say no. Did not get there. We're gonna keep it here, Sean.
Yeah, big stop for the Bears there.
Big stop for the Bears because that keeps it a 1-possession game. It's an 8-point Frontier lead at 14-6. It was funny, Connor James, after he made the handoff to Garrett Dredge, after about a 2.5 seconds, he put his hands up, both arms up, like, yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
But the officials have the ultimate call, and they said no.
Yeah, great job by the Bears. Big pile up right at the goal line. And they're going to say they spun him back out of there before he hit that for the 2 points. So, as you just mentioned, a 1-score game at 14-6 as the Bears will get the ball back here with, will be a little bit under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Jack Phillips has it teed up on the 40-yard line, getting set to boot it away here. So Athol won't have a ton of time. And I think they burned, I know they burned 1 timeout at least.
Each team, Athol's used 2 already.
2, okay. Yeah. Here's the kick. Short end over end. And it's picked up at the 20-yard line. And a big hit on the far right side.
Good coverage down there.
Camden Cox, the sophomore, brought it on the right side. Got popped right around the 25-yard line. So 75 yards to go here and a $141 for the Athol Bears. No problem.
That was a sophomore there, Drinker. Number 11 with the big tackle there. And, well, we just talked about the Bears, 2nd most points in the league last season. The season before that, they scored 280 points, and they were only 2nd in the league to Ware's 293 points. So they piled up a lot of points over the last couple of seasons, coming 2nd in the league.
Well, they had a lot of dynamic playmakers. I mean, between Lefsick and Melanson and these other guys. I mean, they just had playmakers out there.
We watched Melanson throw 5 touchdown passes in the first half of a game last season. Probably could have thrown another 5 in the second half if they kind of
called off the
ground.
dogs.
Yeah, sure did.
Changed strategy. All right. Quarterback Oliver Johnson brings him up. He'll run out of the shotgun formation on 1st down. Handoff goes into the backfield and kind of tiptoeing his way through for just a short gain. And
That was Lashua.
oh, Lashua, yeah, okay.
Well, he did a great job there because he got caught in the backfield, made a couple of guys miss, and ended up picking up 4 yards there.
Yeah, that was Logan Lashua. He's got the helmet. He's got wearing the cap tonight over his helmet. Down to 1:09 to play here. Clock in motion. Athol not hurrying, certainly not hurrying the way Frontier was on that last drive. But despite that, Athol nearly stopped them. Frontier converting on 4th down.
Love to see the back wearing that safety helmet. We saw Lessick wear that all last season as well.
2nd down and 5. Pat is caught by Goodwin. Great open field tackle, though, by Brady Pareda. Took his legs out from under him. And it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I think they're just going to mark him right back to, going to lose a yard there.
Loss of 1 yard.
Yeah. So 3rd catch, but
Ball back to the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. And now down to 20 seconds. Here comes the train, Sean.
there it is. You can hear it coming, yeah. And Athol not looking like they're going to use their last time out here. Might just let this clock tick down.
Yeah, it looks like they
coming to the line of scrimmage now. They might
8
run
seconds.
one play.
Yeah, they might just run a play here. Well, they're running out of time. Down to 3 seconds. The official time, of course, is kept on the field, and they will not get the play off. Halftime here in South Deerfield, and our score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, the Frontier Red Hawks 14, the Athol Bears 6. The Bear Country High School Football halftime report coming up next, Bear Country 95.3. And this is the Bear Country High School Football halftime report from the Lundgren Honda broadcast booth at Frontier Regional in South Deerfield, as the Frontier Red Hawks lead the Athol Bears at intermission by a score of 14-8. Jeff and Sean in the booth, Dave Reno in our studios in Greenfield. First score of the season went to Garrett Dredge, Frontier senior co-captain. He scored from 7 yards out in the first quarter. The conversion pass from Connor James to Jackson Spirits made it 8-0. Athol got back to within 2 points on a touchdown pass, 40 yards, Oliver Johnson to Ethan Goodwin, but the conversion run failed. And then Frontier, with their fast break offense, no huddling it all the way down the field, actually converted on 4th down to get a fresh set of downs inside the 5, and then touchdown number 2 of the night for Garrett Dredge. Conversion run, however, failed. That's where we're at right now, Sean. 14-6, not a bad show so far on opening night.
No, and again, after that opening drive by the Red Hawks, again, they just stormed the field. Was it 6 plays, and they were in the end zone, and they were just running by guys. But you got to give some credit to these Bears. Again, we talked about it at the top of the show. Red Hawks coming in, a lot more experience, a lot more senior leadership than the Bears have, but they seemed to learn something on that first drive, and they came back and played a pretty good half of football, only giving up that one more score. And on offense, you know what? Again, we knew they were young, not a lot of experience coming out of that backfield, but a couple of big passes to Ethan Goodwin, a big first down pass, then a big touchdown pass. He had 3 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown in that first half, and a great job by Oliver Johnson. Again, he played as a sophomore, did not play football as a junior. So coming back out for his senior year, what a productive half. He had 4 or 5 passing, 66 yards, ran the ball 5 times for 33 yards. Not a lot of production out of the young guys out of the backfield, though. Lashua, Flynn, Cox, actually between the 3 of them, they were minus 4 yards. So pretty much all of the offense coming off the arm and the leg of the quarterback Johnson.
Now, sometimes all you need is opportunity, and he's getting the opportunity. And so far, anyway, tonight, he has made the most of it. And the Athol Bears, a road underdog against this experienced Frontier team, but they are within 1 score at intermission. 14-6 is our score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. More halftime from Frontier after these Bear Country 95.3. And we continue here on the Bear Country High School football halftime report from South Deerfield, Frontier 14 and Athol 6 here at intermission. The other local team in action tonight, Sean, in orange at home, the Mahar Senators taking on the Spartans of Monument Mountain. We won't see Mahar until the first week of October, their rivalry game. They're going to be hosting Athol in the regular season game. They'll also play on Thanksgiving morning as well. But I'm eager to see Coach Percy Edie's kids, in particular, their dynamic running back, who unfortunately has not had a chance to really shine in his high school career so far due to injury. But Ronnie Stone is back, and we'll see how he does tonight and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like that kid an awful lot. He came up and did an interview with us at halftime during one of those games when he was on the sideline, but I'll tell you, he's been a positive presence on that team, even when he couldn't contribute. And I expect big things out of that kid. Of course, first time Softic has been the quarterback there for 4 years, I guess. He picked up as a freshman, but he certainly took over as a sophomore, and an awful lot of fun to watch. And of course, a lot of seniors they lost as well, but the success they're going to have is going to come from their head coach. Love that guy. I want to play for that guy. You know, if he's going to get the most out of those kids, you know that, and they've got some talent. So I am curious to see what the Senators can put together for a season.
Yep, Coach Eddie just really just oozes positivity for sure. He's a football guy running the program there in orange. Our next broadcast will be on next Friday night. We'll be over at Bettsfield, Greenfield High School. We'll take a look at the Greenfield Green Wave against the Chicopee Pacers. And I know Angel Politis last year, he really started to, as he got more and more comfortable in that offense, he's become the man over there at Greenfield High School. Most years, Greenfield has historically been able to come up with a really good running back who has a nice, great run. Right now, it's Angel's turn.
Yeah, and that kid's an awful lot of fun to watch. As you mentioned, big and strong and fast. And now it's a matter of, can you block for that guy? Can you get him out of the backfield? And we'll see what Greenfield can put together. It'll be a little bit different looking offense, obviously, than what they had last season as well. But, you know, Coach Kucheski's going to come up with something, and they're going to give a good effort. And I'm looking forward to seeing their first outing and to see what they're going to be all about this season, Yep,
so again, that'll be a week from tonight at Bettsfield, Greenfield High School. The Green Wave against the Chicopee Pacers, and that's a rivalry that goes back a long time. They were in the old AA conference together, and that's years and years ago. I'm really aging myself here. And then briefly, Chicopee was part of the Suburban League back in the 90s. So Greenfield has a long history playing Chicopee, and they'll be playing the Pacers at home next week. Then the week after that, Franklin Tech will be at home against Frontier, and then we wind down the month of September. Greenfield against Frontier down here 3 weeks from tonight.
You know, it just popped into my head that you talked about aging yourself. So now this is the beginning of our 35th season.
Yes.
If a high school senior back in 1991 was 18 years old and playing football, that kid is 53 years old now. How old does that make us feel? 53.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
18-year-old senior in 1991, our first season.
We're doing the math. If he's a senior, then 17, 18 years old, and then you fast forward to 35 years. There you go.
53. We've seen some sons of players.
Yeah.
If we'll be here long enough to see a grandson of a player.
Soon enough we will.
if we stick around long enough. Hey, good job, man. 35 years. It's been amazing.
That's been, that's a great word. Amazing. Amazing how fast it's all gone by, sure. All right, we'll take a timeout here. We'll come back. We will get you set for the start of the second half. We'll also do a Patriot preview. Week 1, their opening day game, Sunday at home against the Raiders, right here on Bear Country. We're back after these. All right, so it'll be Frontier kicking off to begin the second half here. There was a little bit of a delay before we started the second half, which is okay because we started early, and that first half, Sean, was done in 48 minutes. That first half was no less than that.
Yeah.
That first half was done in only 43 minutes. I mean, we're flying tonight.
Not too many penalties. I mean, each team had a couple. Athol 4. Frontier only had 2, so that didn't slow us up much. Most everything was on the ground, so yeah, that thing flew by.
Jack Phillips has a teed up on the 40-yard line, getting set to boot it away to the Athol Bears. 14-6, the Red Hawks is our score. A little bit of a pooch kick. It is scooped up and at the 40-yard line and taken up close to midfield, and then roughed up as he got headed out of bounds, and that was Aiden Hippler.
Now, that was the type of kick that you had mentioned when it got kicked deep to the Red Hawks, and they brought it all the way back down into Bears territory. That was that little kind of hit it in the middle, squib it down, but Bears, nice job blocking that and taking it almost out to midfield. They're going to start about the 48-yard line here.
Yeah, Hippler just scooped and then took off. So 48-yard line, good field position. And again, the Bears under their first-year starting quarterback, Oliver Johnson. Not a lot of production from the running backs, as Sean mentioned. In fact, no production, but
minus.
But between Johnson's arm and his legs, they've done some damage tonight. First down and 10 from the 48. Bears moving left to right here in the third quarter.
Take a timeout. Looks like they're not quite sure what they're going to. Oh, they're waiting for a player. Line them up outside, get this play off real quick so you don't have to burn a timeout if they can.
And boy, I tell you, I don't know where the play clock is.
Yeah, that was close.
They got it off, and the pass is caught out of the backfield. And a nice gain as he hooks up with Liam Flynn out of the backfield, gets it into Frontier territory, I should say, down to around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little disjointed there to begin. Not sure they were going to even get that play off, but they did and slung it out to Flynn. Second catch for him.
Second down and about 4. The ball just inside the 45-yard line of Frontier.
5 of 6 passing now. Johnson is up to 72 yards.
And our first little breath of cool air enters the booth here. It was a beautiful day once they got rid of that rain overnight, which we needed, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Back to pass. Johnson running out of time, lets it fly, and an attempted catch. Oh, he nearly came up with it. Was Ethan Goodwin, but it was short. It would have been good for a first down at the 30, but he did short hop it.
Yeah, ball underthrown, and he stretched back for it. He almost had to call that incomplete just the way that it looked, but he might have got his hands on. That was close, but nice job by him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was going to say he almost got his arms under it. Maybe he actually did.
That's what I'm thinking, but the way it looked, how do you call that?
Yeah.
He didn't give up too much of a protest there, so maybe he knows that that ball hit the ground on the way in.
Well, I'll be watching this game on FCAP Media.
Yes, yes. See the replay.
I'm sure
on
they
that.
got a tight shot on that. They do a great job, by the way, televising the games.
Say so good.
Third down and short. Johnson hit in the backfield, dropped down for a loss. Could not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and about 5.
Yeah, going to lose a yard there. He had 33 yards rushing in the first. I'm going to say no gain. All right, so still has 33 yards rushing. And now what do you do here?
All right, Josh Talbot, head coach of Athol. Do you try to flip the field, or do you think you have a play that can get you 5 yards? They're going to run a play here, Sean.
It looks like they're going to at least line up. Maybe the old try to draw them offside, but I don't know.
And it's a little less than 5. So if, hypothetically, if they did draw them offside, the penalty would give them the first. But I think they're just going to run a play here.
I think they are going to.
All right, Johnson looks at his play chart on his wrist. Consults with his running back. They're running out of time again.
Yeah, I don't know where that play clock's at, but that's going to be getting close. And there's a whistle.
And
Timeout.
they did call the timeout. We're going to keep it here, actually, Dave Reno. We'll keep it here. 9:58 to play here. In the third quarter, opening drive of the second half, Frontier leads 14-6. 2 short touchdown runs by Garrett Dredge, and then the conversion pass to Jackson Spirance, and then the touchdown pass from Oliver Johnson to Ethan Goodwin. That represents the lone score for Athol. So yeah, they were talking. He was looking at his play chart, then he was consulting with his running back, and Logan Lashawa kind of got into his ear, and then finally they called the TO.
Yeah, they would have taken a 5-yard penalty for a delay. You can see the head coach Talbot over on the other side signaling for the timeout to avoid that happening. So now you still have some options, although coming to the line and not running the play, burning another timeout.
Yeah,
you don't want to do
that's
that.
off the table
Yeah.
now. Well, a play that I've often loved, and old coach Jim Smith when he was at Tech and then later at Mohawk, he would often do that. There's that too. But what he would sometimes would do in this case, it would be a pitch to one of his running backs who would then kick it, and there'd be no one deep, and it would just roll.
The quick kick.
And they would the quick kick, and they would flip the field. He did that all the time, and it worked virtually every time.
Just about. Yeah, Coach McLeod also would do that.
Yep.
On occasion as well. Very effective, as you said, right. There's nobody back to collect a punt. They think you're going to go here. All right, you flip it out, you punt it down, you try to pin them inside their own 10.
All right, let's see what they do here. They have 3 receivers to the near side right, 1 up top on the left. No running backs. 4th down and 4 near midfield. Now they're going to send men in motion. They got players shifting everywhere now. What is this?
5 guys in motion.
Johnson back to pass, swing pass, caught out of the backfield by Flynn, but he is not going to make it anywhere. He's in fact going to lose a yard, and they turn it over on downs.
I like the idea. I like that they tried to fool the defense, moved everybody to the opposite side, and got the pass completed, but they were unable to block it well enough.
Well, Sean, I like the idea of going up top, but I like to throw the ball where the receiver has already crossed the first down marker.
Yes.
Run a play there if you can. Obviously, they just did a little swing pass out of the backfield, but now Frontier will have their first possession of the second half on their own 47-yard line. They lead 14-6, 9:52 to play in the third. Shotgun formation. Connor James hands to Dredge, right side, a big gainer. He's got the first down near the 42-yard line of Athol.
Yeah, Dredge is putting together a fantastic night. That's going to be a gain of about 14 there, so 59 yards on the ground. Of course, he had both of the Red Hawk touchdowns in the first half. That's his 9th carry of the game.
Former quarterback. As his older brother, Aiden, was also a quarterback here at Frontier. First down and 10. 9:16 to play here in the third. Frontier leads by 8. And they go up the middle, keeping the legs charging. Merritt's got a first down carry down to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you had guys on the defensive line that didn't realize the ball had gone by them already. That play happened so quickly. So Merrill, his third carry, and that's his biggest gain. That's going to put him about 22 yards on the evening.
2 plays, 2 first down runs for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, it looks like their opening drive, 6 plays, they were down the field and into the end zone.
Coming out of the 9-minute mark here in the third, Frontier on the march. Leading by 8. Brady Pareto will line up in a slot right. Spirance slot left. Dredge over there on the left side as well. Under center this time is Connor James. He'll take it himself up the middle, slips through a couple of tackles, keeps the legs going, and the little guy makes a nice gain of his own. Three plays, 3 impressive runs for the Hawks on this drive.
Well, a great job by James because, again, Athol was bringing the house, but he was able to slip through at the line of scrimmage and pick up about 8 yards there.
Here will be 2nd down and 2. Ball just outside the 20-yard line. James with the backs in the eye behind him. Dredge comes in motion. The pitch goes to Garrett, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield. Hit immediately.
Dominic North.
Dominic North, the senior, came through untouched and brought him down for a big loss.
Oh, he's going to lose, looks like 6 yards on that, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'd say, 6. 2nd down and 2.
We've seen a couple of big plays by this Bear defense. Need to come up with another one here.
Arrow comes back into the lineup for the Red Hawks. 3rd down and long now as Athol. They have definitely showed up here. Again, they were a consensus road underdog in this game, but they are battling, trying to stay in this. Back to pass. James throws over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of Robinson. Incomplete.
Yeah, he got behind the defender, got him turned around, was wide open. So James now 0 for 2 passing, but that should have been a completion and probably a touchdown.
Carter Robinson would have had 6, but just could not corral it. 4th down now.
Yeah, so now that makes that drop even more critical if the Bears can get a stop here, get the ball back. Again, they're only down by 8 points.
Connor James brings him up. Clock is out after that incomplete pass. 7:08 to play in the third. Frontier by 8. And here comes Dredge on the right side. He's got the first down, and he has the touchdown. Touchdown, Garrett Dredge, 28 yards. It is 20-6. 3 scores on the night.
And so quick on that reverse. Everybody's going one way, and all of a sudden, Dredge coming back the other way with the ball. So decisive. 81 yards now on 11 carries for Dredge, and he's got the hat trick. Third touchdown of the game for him.
Have a night, as we say.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Again, they kind of put themselves into a situation there. Made it tough on themselves, but awful quick.
Frontier will go for 2, trying to make it a 16-point spread. That's obviously 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Back to pass, throws, wide open. Left corner of the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and it's Dredge who is doing it all. We'll take the break. 6:59 to play, third quarter. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. It's now Frontier 22, Athol 6, Bear Country 95.3.
Liam Flynn on the return for the Bears. 1st and 10 Athol. From the Athol
Jack Phillips' kick comes down to Flynn, and Flynn head along the left hash mark, lost his footing at the very end, Sean, and then ended up on his backside. And it looks like it's a right leg injury, perhaps a cramp.
I took a shot from Spearance too, but that's not the problem. That was something on the lower leg, and he's actually up now. He's going to come off the field. But a little hop, skip, and his jump there looks going to be okay.
Yep. But he was trying to head and cut, and then just lost his footing, and went down pretty quick.
It could have been that he saw Spearance coming too, and just tried to change directions quicker than he could. Avoid that hit.
6:50 to play here, third quarter. Frontier with Dredge's 3 touchdowns and the 2-point conversion. Garrett is off to a great start. You know, we track the scoring leaders in our area. He's off to a great start.
Got to be.
A long way to go, obviously. Week 1.
Oh, good start, though, like you said.
First down and 10. Out of the gun. Nice gain on the right side. Now, this is the strongest run of the night. Logan Lashua. And he's got a first down.
Yeah, great run there, showing some quickness through the middle. Just a freshman. Lashua had 1 carry in the first half for 4 yards, but he's going to get 10 on that one there.
Brings the ball across the 40-yard line up to around the 42, 43. So a fresh set of downs for the Bears. Again, they're down by 16 now. So 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. So they have some work to do, but again, the focus now is this possession. They want to drive, get into the end zone. Bobby Stray comes to the near side right. Ethan Goodwin is there as well. Shotgun formation. Oliver Johnson takes it. Hands off. Lashua nowhere to go. Got stood up in the backfield, then he's dropped for a loss back to the 40.
Yeah, he was up to 14 yards on his 2 carries, but he's going to lose. Looks
So
like
he's
3 on that one.
He's a little slow getting up. But he'll stay in. Aiden Lashua is out there with him as well. Aiden's a senior, and Logan just a freshman.
Got him into the open field. Boy, he made a couple of guys miss, but not able to get out of the backfield on that one there.
Well, this is weird that freshman athletes or freshman students in high school now, that's the class of 2029, Sean.
Yeah, I saw that.
2029.
Yikes.
So next year, so 8th graders this year, they're 2030.
Yeah, that's the year I'm going to retire.
Not that you're counting.
You know I am.
Heavy rush and dumping it off, trying to find an open man. It was looking to get it to Lashua, but it falls incomplete. Johnson had no time that time. So 3rd down and 13 from the 40.
Yeah, 6 of 9 passing is Johnson. And, yeah, on that one, not much of an opportunity to find an open man. He had a lot of traffic in the backfield there as he was dropping back.
And the Frontier 12th man making some noise. Over at Goodnow Gymnasium in the winter, it's the Frontier 6th man. Now it's the 12th man. Nice crowd here. A little late arriving crowd. We were about 10 minutes from kickoff, and I went, oh, where is everybody?
Yeah, and they usually draw a pretty good crowd here.
Yeah,
and they,
like where's the crowd? And then once we get to kickoff, we have the usual throng here on opening night.
Yeah, always a good crowd in the South Deerfield.
Well, I'm glad no one's playing locally tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon's forecast is not looking good.
Not at all.
It's going to be bad, actually, says meteorologist Sean Hubert.
One of your many hats.
3rd down and long. Back to pass. Deep ball left side. Looking. Tipped away into double coverage. Looking to get it to Ethan Goodwin. Tipped away. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, again, he actually had to play defense, come back, and knock that ball away from the deep man there for the Red Hawks. Looked as though they were in line for their 2nd interception of the game.
I can't remember. I saw a clip on one of my socials. A college football coach, not the head coach, but a assistant, was lighting up an offensive receiver because he didn't turn into a DB on a ball that was kind of lollipopped up there.
Yeah.
That same situation we just saw. Oh, you know, it was Alabama, actually.
They did look like they lollygagged a lot. Not the typical Alabama performance.
That coach's seat is getting hotter by the day.
Already, yeah.
Brady Pareda will let it fall away. The punt will be spotted down at the 27-yard line.
Boy,
That is where Frontier will take over.
Punter ended up on his back. So that's a cramp. Okay, I thought he maybe took a little hit there, but punt got away clean, hit it high in the air. Nice punt.
Well, here we go, Sean.
Yeah.
Early season and a warm night. And when I say early season, meaning maybe not everyone is in stellar condition yet. We see a lot of these situations cramping. It was on this field. Now, this was a long time ago. But
Yes,
you
it
went,
was.
you know, we did a game between South Hadley and Frontier here. It was a day game. It was very warm. It was on this exact field.
Yep.
And just on almost every play, one kid or another from both sides was going down with a cramp.
Third into the fourth quarter took
Oh, it took forever.
ever. Yeah, kid cramping up. Of course, you got to get that thing worked out before you can get up and try to get off the
It
field.
was like an 85-degree day, something like that.
Yeah, it was warm. He said, yeah, week 1 or week 2. Going back a few years now, but yeah, he's still working out that. It's definitely a cramp, and now he's up on his feet.
Oh, it was Garrett. Okay,
It's Dredge.
it was Garrett.
Yeah, he's still feeling
And
that thing,
he's
too.
kind of limping off. This is the guy that has scored 3 touchdowns tonight. So we're just walking gingerly. He's going to consult with Dad right now.
Dad says, drink some water.
Yep. It's painful though. We all have that. If you cramp, we all have that feeling. You know, at 1:30 a.m.
Yeah,
you're trying to get some sleep, and all of a sudden you're in agony.
Yeah, no, you can see he's still feeling that thing as he comes over to the bench here.
He is. All right, Frontier with a 16-point lead, 22-6, 4:45 to play, third quarter. And it's Brady Pareda on first down, cuts back, and he got hit hard, and now a flag comes in at the end of the play, and Brady got really roughed up for just a short gain. Now we'll see about that penalty.
Teammate helped him up, and he jumped about 2 feet in the air, saying, yeah, no, I'm okay. That didn't bother me, but we'll see what that flag is. It is going to be against the Red Hawks.
10-yard penalty.
It's a 10-yarder, so they'll step it off. Let's see.
Holding, so yeah, it'd be a 10-yarder. Third penalty against the Hawks tonight.
Yep. The line of scrimmage was the 27, so now they'll mark it off.
Dredge still not getting ready to get on the field quite yet.
They bring it back to the 18-yard line. First down and 20. Connor James under center. Calling the signals. Pareda comes in motion. It'll go to Brady on the left side. Takes off along the sideline. Still going, and he's got a first down. He's got a serious case of the quicks, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, and again, looked as though there was a missed tackle early in that play, and then he just turned on the jets. Looked like he was going to step out of bounds. Didn't. Pick up about 26 on that.
So you're a defensive coordinator, and you're attacking Frontier, and obviously you know all about Garrett Dredge. He's been playing since his freshman year. Now he's a senior, but now you got to deal with Pareda. Play is whistled dead. It was going to go up the middle of the marrow.
Yeah, that went from the
And a
20.
timeout called by the Bears. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left to play here, third quarter. And on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 22, Athol 6, Bear Country 95.3.
First and 10 Hawks.
Connor James takes the snap, pitches to Pareda, finds a seam right up the middle. He's got the first down, takes off on the left side, gets one more block. Brady Pareda is going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown. 57-yard touchdown run for Pareda. It's 28-6.
Yeah, and that was a Connor James block downfield that allowed him to find the end zone. How many yards was that?
57.
57 yards. Speed
From
kills.
his own 43.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is really fast.
27, 133 yards on the ground now for Pareda after that rip.
The lead now is 22, so the Red Hawks stretching their legs and stretching their lead. They'll go for 2 again. James ducks in under center, takes the snap, gives up the middle. 2-point conversion is no good.
No good.
Unable to sneak in there was Julian Adams.
Yeah, both runs they failed. Both passes on 2-point conversions have been good.
We'll keep it here as the teams head back upfield here as they're ready to boot it away. 3:36 to play here in the third now. 28-6. So 3 touchdowns for Gary Dredge, and then while he was on the bench nursing that cramp in his calf, his teammate Brady Pareda was taking it 57 yards to the house.
Yeah, Pareda's got 8 carries now, 133 yards in his first touchdown of the night.
Oh, getting back to that whole Alabama deal,
Yeah.
they lost their opening game and didn't look good in doing it.
Not at all.
And you're the guy who replaced Nick Saban.
That's the
I'd
hard
rather
part.
be the guy who replaced the guy who replaced Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, of course.
Kick goes down to Johnson from his 15. He'll go along the left hash mark across the 20 and across the 30, and he made a nice return out of it. Brings it up around the 35-yard line or close to.
Yeah, ran somebody over back at the 30-yard line to see where they end up marking him out, but
Which, John, quickly, because we're here to do a high school game, but just kind of giving you an idea of what it's like. I mean, Alabama is arguably the college football program in terms of, how big a deal it is in Alabama, the high standard. Can you imagine you go grocery shopping and you go to a coffee shop and you get fans looking at you like, Coach, what are you doing?
they're calling for his,
Like,
already, yeah.
Or maybe you just don't go out until you pluck up a few wins here,
Well, Bill Belichick's first game wasn't very good either, but that's a different situation in North Carolina. They didn't really have a lot of high expectations and
No.
70 new players, and they'll figure some stuff out. But
Well, they better.
that kind of surprised me too.
48-14.
First time he'd ever given up 48 points in a football game. Never gave up more than 45. He gave up 48 in his debut as a college coach.
Different animal. First down and 10 Athol from their own 33-yard line. Handoff goes Alashua, nothing. Ball is out, and Frontier says they have it. And do they?
Ball came out for sure. Hawks ended up
Yeah,
with it
they
now.
did, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. It was a fumble, and so, the Hawks just pouring it on now. Yeah, at one point I saw a meme where it showed with the score, Carolina was down 48-7. It said coincidentally, when Bill was 48 years old, his new girlfriend was 7. I didn't do the math on that, but it sounds like it could be about right. Ouch.
That's
Yeah.
well, it's too easy.
The internet wins sometimes, that was one of them. Oof.
Oh, 48. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's hysterical, and also not hysterical.
Right. Yeah, right.
First down and 10, and quarterback Connor James takes that right up the gut.
Or do you hand it off? Nope, you give it to the big guy.
Oh, he did, yeah. He did give it Julian with a nice run there. That was 99, not 9.
Not a lot of 9s going on there.
Yeah, three 9s there. Number 9 handed off to 99. Now Garrett Dredge is walking around. He's kind of coming towards the huddle. Is he? Oh, no, he's just encouraging his teammates. I thought maybe he was going to grab his helmet and say, okay, I want to play.
Well, he could be done for the night.
I would say you're comfortably ahead.
Yeah.
You're nursing a cramp. They are off next week, however. They have a bye. And big battle for the football. No gain.
Fake the handoff there. James kept it.
Matt Gould, senior linebacker, came up and looked like he was ready to just rip it out of his hands.
Gonna lose a yard there. 9th carry for the quarterback, James. 29 yards on the ground for him now.
Third down and 6 for the Hawks. Ball right around that 30-yard line mark. And nothing doing. Fake the handoff and nowhere to go. Connor James is dropped for no gain. It'll be 4th down now from the 30 of Athol.
Dominic North getting in the backfield, making another play, called his name a bunch of times tonight.
Yep. Actually, we'll call it the 31-yard line, I should say. And they get big number 99, Julian Adams, back out there, senior co-captain, along with Garrett Dredge.
4th and long here for the Hawks. Last time they were in 4th and long in this part of the field, Dredge took it to the house for a touchdown.
Let's see what they do here. 4th down, and they're calling it 7. He's back to pass, throws downfield. Got a man open, it's Spearance. He's got the 1st down and edging towards the goal line. Didn't quite get there. He is stopped inside the 5. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Yeah, we'll give him 29 on that catch, though. Almost into the end zone. 2nd completed pass for James.
I'll tell you, Connor, he's only a sophomore. Again, as we mentioned, we've mentioned it a few times tonight. It's not like he hasn't played. He played quite a bit as a freshman, but he's out there like just a seasoned veteran, Sean.
Yeah, 2 of 4 passing, 32 yards now.
1st down and goal from the 2, and they go up the middle, and touchdown. Julian Adams scores from 2 yards, gets the score, and the route is on. It is 34-6, an injury at the end of that play, but now the player is up. Athol defender.
Yeah, probably whoever Julian Adams ran over to get into the end zone. He's a big kid. Where's the number? You got to be a big kid to wear number 99. You can't be a little skinny kid wearing that. It's just too big a number. 3rd carry, 8 yards, 1st touchdown for him. Done a great job blocking back there as well.
That was Max Hunter.
Yeah, I was just looking at Max.
Max Hunter was limping as he came upfield. He was the injured Red Hawk, but he'll come to the bench. One of their linemen. Hawks will go for 2. And did he get in? Didn't quite make it. Handoff falls short. 2-point conversion's no good. We'll take a break. 26 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Frontier pulling away. The Red Hawks lead it 34-6 on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard.
3rd quarter, the Red Hawks 34, the Bears 6.
Jack Phillips set to boot it for Frontier from the 40-yard line. Red Hawks now leading 34-6. End over end kick. And it's picked up by Lasho after he bobbled it. And now he'll head downfield. And brings it for just a short return to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears from there.
Yeah, nice job being able to corral that thing. That bounced off of his hands. Looked like that could be big trouble there for the Bears. You do not want to give the Red Hawks the ball back again.
You do not, no.
19 seconds to play here in the 3rd. And I mean, this was a 14-6 game at halftime, but boy, the Red Hawks speed, 34-6. They've extended that lead here. See if the Bears have any answer on offense. They've shown some good signs, good flashes. 1 touchdown to show for it tonight.
And Frontier will be off next week. Athol is off as well. They're going to be hosting Murdoch in their home opener Friday the 19th. So that's 2 weeks from tonight. So that'll be their next game. Back to pass. Oliver Johnson throws left side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was good when he just kind of got caught looking upfield before he actually made the catch. Looked like he would have had some room to run.
Again, Frontier is off next week as well, and then they'll be at Franklin Tech 2 weeks from tonight on the 19th. That game will be on Bear Country.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Franklin Tech post Josiah.
Yeah, it's going to be weird not to see number 20 out there.
How much fun he was to watch. 1,000 yards rushing in all 4 of his seasons, freshman, sophomore, junior, and got there again as a senior.
So no Josiah, but still burgers.
Yeah, good burgers, good burgers, and it'll be
they'll-
good football. You know, Joe Gamache going to have those kids ready, bringing back a boatload of talent as well.
Second down and 10, Athol. Clock is out with 15 seconds left here in the third. All right, Johnson brings him up. 3 receivers to the near side right. And Lashua up top on the left. Actually, both Lashuas are out there. Back to Pat Johnson. Fires one in there. It's caught by Goodwin at midfield. Takes off on the left side inside the 40. Still going 30. Inside the 30-yard line and a first down with the only 4 seconds left here in the quarter.
That's going to be good for more than 40 yards. Let's see where they end up marking it. 42-yard pass completion there.
And now they restart the clock, and that will do it. End of 3 here in South Deerfield, and our score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. The Frontier Redhawks 34, the Athol Bears 6. Fourth quarter action next on Bear Country 95.3. Tonight's game brought to you by Rouse Towing Service, Beckwith Electric, the Greenfield Police Association, Greenfield Savings Bank, and by Albert Hearing Services in Greenfield. As we get set for the fourth quarter, a reminder that after the game, we will reveal the Bear Country High School Football Player of the Game. Brought to you by Greenfield Savings Bank, attorney Leah Phillips, and Regary Real Estate. I know who I'm voting for.
I think I know who I have to vote for, but I'll tell you, a couple of guys out there having big nights.
Maybe I'll throw you a curveball shot.
Well,
it has to
maybe.
be a consensus. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, I know. We'll have to bring in a third party, maybe.
I don't want to fight you over it.
No,
I'm not going to arm wrestle you for it because you'll snap my arm
we
off.
can arm wrestle.
That's not going to work out well for me.
We haven't had to do that in the past.
I have these baby pipes. I got the baby pipes going here.
We'll figure it out.
All right, the Frontier crowd, they're having a good time. It was close for a while, as we've been mentioning. Athol was had a fighter's chance there, but Frontier has pulled away here in the second half, and the crowd is into it here at home.
Yeah.
They're having a good time.
For the Bears now, just keep doing what you can do here on offense. See if you can find another touchdown or two.
First down and 10. The ball inside the 30-yard line of Frontier. And a direct snap. Quarterback's going to take off on the right side. Johnson wrapped up after just a short gain. It'll be second down and long.
Now, I'll tell you what, Oliver Johnson has looked really good tonight. Only going to pick up 2 on that carry, but 35 yards on 7 carries for him. Through the air, though, 7 of 12 for 112 yards. Ethan Goodwin, 4 catches for 106. So they've got some pieces.
Johnson brought it to the Frontier 26-yard line, where it will be second down and 8. So we wrap up the fourth quarter here. Bear swaps with Jennifer tomorrow morning from 8 to 10. And then the Monadnock Speedway checkered flag report. Down to our last few shows. We'll have that for you from 10 to 11. 3 receivers to the near side left. Johnson will run. Got spun around, stood up, driven back, and finally put down for a big loss back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was Drinker again in the backfield. Ended up making the tackle, slowed him up first, spun him around, and then a loss of 4 on the play there.
Back to the 29-yard line.
And absolutely 4-down territory here for the Bears, so you don't need to pick up that first down on this play. Just try to get a chunk, make it a makeable 4th down.
Yep, chunk it down here. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, they're going to be okay there in Tooltown.
Yeah, again, I like what I've seen. Again, we knew what coming in was going to be a young team, not a lot of experience, particularly in the skills positions, but this is a pretty good Red Hawk team this season. Again, loaded with 10 seniors, a lot of experience, a lot of speed, as we saw tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk more in the postgame show, but Athol has not played a bad football game.
Nope.
They really haven't.
No, despite the score.
3rd down and long. Back to pass Johnson. They're going to set up a screen. It is caught. Nice catch there by Goodwin. And he has the first down. Takes it inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and goal. That's one of my favorite plays, Sean.
Just thinking that. You just don't see
love
enough.
the screen.
When you see all those defensive linemen in the backfield all by themselves, then they're going to turn around and look and see the guy catch the ball. And Goodwin almost ended up with another touchdown. Let's see where they mark it.
Oh, God. During the Togger era of Turners Falls High School, Fran Togneri ran that play all the time, and it worked almost every time.
Yup.
There's a reason for that. Maybe we'll talk about another broadcast, especially at the high school level. There's a reason why a well-executed screen pass is an incredibly valuable weapon. All right. Johnson talking with his running back Lashua, who will line up to his left here. 1st and goal from the 9. Back to pass Johnson, and the pass popped in the air. It's a free ball and intercepted.
There should have been a flag on that. You could see the Red Hawk left side jumped, and everybody kind of just stopped there for a second.
Carter Robinson gets the pick, and it will be Frontier ball.
Yeah, that's really not on Johnson. I mean, again, everybody just kind of stopped. They thought there was going to be a flag thrown. There was not. He continued with the play, got batted high in the air, and then that's going to be the 2nd interception of the game for the Hawks.
8:42 to play in the game, 34-6 in favor of Frontier. 3 touchdown runs by Gary Dredge and 1 by Brady Pareda. That's the scoring of the Hawks.
1 by Adams there.
Oh, Adams, thank you.
Got
the last one.
Yep.
Oh, I feel bad.
Yeah, at first you tried to give the carry to James, but we had the 999 thing going on there.
Julian, I'm so sorry.
Julia, hey.
I'm just glad I didn't call him Julius Adams.
Yeah, right.
Which is going back to back a while.
That's the mall in the 80s. Or Orange Julius. You know what that was?
Yes. And it's going to go to Brady Pareda. Cuts back against the grain, and he's off to the races. He may go. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Turns on the Jets. He is going to take it all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Frontier. Wow.
We thought we knew who the player of the game was going to be, I think. But holy cow, Pareda left side and then made a guy miss, and then all of a sudden just ran by everybody. No chance to catch Brady.
And we have gone to running time, by the way, now that it's up to 40-6 here in the 4th.
218 yards on the ground now for Pareda.
Wow.
His 2nd score.
I just like watching him run.
That was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That is a heck of a lot of fun watching him run.
The Hawks have not converted a 2-point conversion on the ground yet tonight.
And they'll try here, and it's not going to work this time either. All right, we'll take a quick break. Running time, but we will take a quick break here. 7:40 and running, left to play in the football game. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 40 and Athol 6. So the Athol Bears get another shot with the ball here. Again, trying to get into the end zone one more time as they're losing decisively here now.
Again, I think we've described it as a game that the final score really isn't going to indicate how well the Bears did play, but the Red Hawks are looking sharp in week 1.
Yeah, again, it's Julian Adams. Julius Adams was a Patriot lineman way back in the day when I first started following them.
Yep.
All right, the kick comes down. And Flynn will take it across the 25 to the 27, gets spun down there. And we got whistles blowing, but again, do we have a flag down? What's happening here?
And they stopped the clock. So
Nope.
Somebody take a timeout? You can take a timeout with running time, can't you?
And they did.
Yep.
And we'll take a quick 30-second break. And we're back with more after this. High school football, Bear Country 95.3.
Pareda might have just taken that player of the game away from Dredgy.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
Yeah, you still want to go Dredge?
Because he did his damage when it was still close.
Okay, all right.
When it was still a game.
Going to overlook those 218 yards?
Oh, we have some controversy in the booth here
A
now.
little negotiation, I think.
Yeah, we were talking during the break because we have to figure out who's going to be the Bear Country High School Football Player of the Game. Brought to you by Regari Real Estate, attorney Leah Phillips, and Greenfield Savings Bank. And up until recently, it was Garrett Dredge, no question, but a certain someone is making a strong case for Brady Pareda.
I'm just saying. I mean, Dredge, 11 carries, 81 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion catch. But Pareda, 218 yards and a second touchdown. Oof. As you said, though, Dredge did his damage when the game was a game.
Yes, that's what I would think.
I just can't disagree with that theory either.
But the thing is that we're not saying that Brady Pareda is not padding his stats. He's just running into the end zone. That's not padding your stats. He's not getting those yards on 40 carries. You know what I'm saying?
That was only his 9th.
Yeah, exactly. That's they're not padding their stats. They're just running into the end zone because they can. Nice carry by Lashua, but it's going to come back because that's a flag. It went for about 10 yards to the 40.
Yeah, it looked like a hole right there in the middle of the field by the Bears. Unfortunately, that would have been close to a first down carry there on first down.
Holding on the Bears.
And it's going to be a 10-yard penalty instead.
I don't even have a coin to flip either.
Oh,
yes, I do. I have a penny.
I might have a coin.
Penny, and then pennies are going away pretty soon.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. What, it costs like 6 cents to make one of them things now or something, you're saying?
Are you Sean, are you going to miss the penny? Because I am not.
Yeah, nobody uses cash anymore anyway, right? So
yeah.
what do you do there? If something costs you, is it 01 or 02 or what do you round to the nearest nickel? And how's that going to work?
I think what's going to come probably sooner than later is facial recognition, like your eyes.
Oh, hey.
And you'll just pay. You'll look at a light or something, and they'll say, "Okay, you're good."
Went to the stadium in Las Vegas 2 seasons ago, and that was the only way you could buy anything. You could not spend a penny in there if you wanted to.
Yeah, interesting. Welcome to the 2020s.
Yep.
Pitch on the right side to Lashua after the penalty, brought it back to the 25-yard line, and he strung it out nicely. Did the Frontier D to bring him down for, I guess, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, went through a turnstile into an area where there were all the beverages. You walked in, you put your credit card in to walk through the turnstile, and you took whatever you wanted out of the coolers. And I said, I've got to put the credit card in again when I go out. No. They get your facial recognition, so they got your card when you walked in. They see what you took, and they charge you accordingly on the way out. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. But
So there's that aspect.
Yeah.
And then, not that I have a criminal mind or anything, Sean, I don't. But I always think to myself, if you're like my wife and I were in Boston recently, and we were downtown, we knew we were on camera.
Oh, everywhere.
99% of the time.
Yep.
So people that do commit crimes when you're in the city, like,
I can see you.
They're
I can see you.
You're gonna get nabbed sooner than later. So what are you doing? All right, 2nd down and 15. The ball right around the 20-yard line. They need to get to the 40 to keep this drive going. Back to pass, Oliver Johnson. Deep ball right side. Oh, just led his man about 5 yards too far. Ethan Goodwin. That combo has the lone Athol score tonight.
Yeah, trying to hit Goodwin again. Goodwin's got 128 yards on 5 receptions. Almost had another big play there.
So it'll be 3rd down now. And again, that's an incomplete pass, but with the margin here of 40-6, 34-point margin 4th quarter, they are letting the clock roll. So we will be getting to the finish line here sooner than later. But again, if you're an Athol Bear or one of their fans, you'd like to see the guys in the white and the red get in one more time, build for their game in 2 weeks against Murdoch. Murdoch High School, that's out of Winchendon.
Yeah.
So the Blue Devils of Murdoch will come to
should be a
O'Brien Field.
Very winnable game for the Bears for their home opener.
Yep. All right, 3rd and 15 from the 25. Johnson takes the drop, steps up, throws over the middle, incomplete. And now it'll be 4th down with exactly 2 minutes to play. And again, even though it's an incomplete pass, the clock will continue.
Man, he got absolutely drilled. Contact came as the ball was arriving. That was Noah Pareda on the hit. Ball was thrown a little bit high anyway, but
All these Paredos.
yeah, a lot of them out there now. Huh? One of them could be the player of the game. We're not sure yet.
I think people were Googling Julius Adams when I mentioned that. Us older folks, they went, oh, that's right.
Julius Adams.
I remember him.
I just think Orange Julius. Remember they had the strawberry one too, the delicious drink they had in every mall?
Every mall.
Yeah,
Every mall.
that was the thing.
We're down to 1:13 to play. So Athol's probably saying, yeah, we're going to throw it down here.
Might as well.
May as well. And Frontier wouldn't even have time to get a play. And they would just take a knee anyway.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, Dredge
So
would do
this
that.
is your game right here. Athol will either get one more chance to get into the end zone or it'll end right here. Goodwin in motion to the right. Back to pass Johnson. Airs it out. It is intercepted. Is he going to go out? No, he's going to return it. It's still going. And he may score, actually. Flag comes in late with 35 seconds. And as they sort that out, that's probably where this will wind down and end.
Yeah.
So there won't be a penalty assessed or stepped off or anything. Yeah, we're down to 22 seconds, so that will do it. I thought for a minute that young man was going to score.
Colton Bileski,
Yes.
just a freshman. Again, he makes the interception.
Yeah, what's
Tough to keep him
your instinct?
Not wanting to find the end zone. Almost did.
Ordinarily what you do is you just take the pick and take the knee and take the W, which is what the Frontier Redhawks will do right now. The countdown is on. Little bit of a struggle for a while as Athol was matching them punch for a while, but the Frontier Redhawks win going away. That'll do it. Our final score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, the Frontier Redhawks 40, the Athol Bears 6. Stay tuned. The Bear Country High School Football post-game report is next. Bear Country 95.3. And welcome to the Bear Country High School Football post-game report. In South Deerfield, Jeff Terrell, Sean Hubert, and our sturdy producer, Dave Reno. And a nice way to start the 2025 season for the Frontier Redhawks. They're yipping and yapping and hollering and pumping fists and high-fiving as they dominated the Athol Bears here by a final score of 40-6. And boy, just the offensive yardage put up by this team, very, very prolific. And it's interesting because they were anything but prolific last year, and it's only one game, and they went up against a very young team. But this is just what they wanted from a Frontier perspective. You wanted to win. You wanted to win big. A little bit of a struggle for about a quarter and a half, but they did what they came here to do tonight.
They got shut out 4 times last season, and they did not score an awful lot of points in any particular game. I don't think they hit 40 once last season. So, again, to come in and and to say, listen, we are going to run the football. That is what we're going to do, and that is exactly what they did. Caden James ended up throwing 4 passes, completed 2 of those for 32 yards, but it really was all on the speed coming out of the backfield for the Hawks tonight.
And they end up winning it again by a final score of 40-6. On the other side of the ball, you're going to look at the box score and you're going to think, oh, wow, Athol really got smoked. And on the scoreboard, yeah, they did lose decisively. They gave up some really big plays in the second half. But in a way, for a very young team, not that experienced in most of the positions, I thought they played very well. And offensively, not much of a running game, but they got some damage done there. They have something to build on for sure.
Yeah, again, they're not going to see a lot of speed like they saw here tonight. These Hawks could be one of the quickest teams that they're going to face all year. So
sure.
A few times they just got blown by, but you had to like what you saw out of Oliver Johnson. He ended up completing 8 of 14 passes for 134 yards, and he had some big connections with Goodwin. Ethan Goodwin, 5 catches, 128 yards. He had the lone touchdown, and they just missed on a second one as well. But the backfield, again, a very young, inexperienced backfield with Lashua and Flynn, freshmen and sophomore. Not a lot of success in the running game out of the backfield. Johnson had some success, the quarterback. He ran the ball 8 times for 31 yards. But, you get a little more experience coming out of the backfield for those guys. You can see them putting it together, but they definitely have some pieces. And, again, this score, 40-6, kind of got away from them at the end.
All right, it is time now to reveal the Bear Country High School Football Player of the Game. It is brought to you by Greenfield Savings Bank, attorney Leah Phillips, and Regera Real Estate. This was Garrett Dredge's honor to lose because he was dominating this game, but look what Brady Pareda ended up doing.
Well, 11 carries for Dredge, 81 yards. 3 touchdowns, also caught a 2-point conversion. And as you said, that was when the game was on the line. That was all in the first half. We didn't see an awful lot of him in the second half at all. As a matter of fact, when he went out with that cramp in the third, he did not return to the game. Then Brady Pareda just turned it on. 9 carries, 218 yards. He found the end zone twice. But no, so we were kind of on the fence there, and then Dave Blanchette, as he's leaving, I said, hey, who do you think for player of the game?
Dave Blanchette, the public address announcer, so people know.
Yeah, he's been around this program for many years. And, well, I mean, the first thing he says, well, can't you have co-MVPs? Which, I mean, that does kind of make sense to me. So,
co-player of the game. That's kind of weaseling.
Is it weaseling out?
It's weaseling out a little bit.
We're
going to go I got outvoted.
All right, okay.
We decided to give Dave Blanchette a vote. But and here's the thing. He didn't hesitate. He went, oh, Pareda.
Yeah, he did.
And all right, you guys are right.
Okay, well, I don't want to say you're wrong because, again, Garrett Dredge.
I'm not gonna whine. I'm not gonna pick up my ball and go home.
Yeah. Well, you pick next week, but this week I think we're gonna have to go with Brady Pareda again. Yeah, the big touchdown run there in late in the third quarter, and he ended up with a pair of scores, but over 200 yards rushing and not a lot of carries to get there. Just 9 touches for him. But kudos to Garrett Dredge and kudos to James as well, the quarterback. Carried the ball 10 times for 29 yards, completed, as we said, 2 of the 4 passes that Connor threw for completions and 32 yards through the air. Managed the team like he's been running this program right along, and just a sophomore in his first year starting, and he looked really good out there as well.
Frontier is off next week. They'll be at Franklin Tech 2 weeks from tonight, September 19th. That game will be live here on Bear Country, live from the Tech School in Turners Falls. Athol is also off this upcoming week. They'll have their home opener 2 weeks from tonight at home against Murdoch. Final score for the final time here on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, the Frontier Redhawks 40, the Athol Bears 6. For Sean Hubert and for Dave Reno, I'm Jeff Terrell. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a great weekend in Bear Country.